EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Stafford. They juked him. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Up the middle with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Smith, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This is a pretty significant moment, a pretty cool moment. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards, and we might as well go ahead and measure for the gold jacket.
Make sure you measure it right, too. Make sure it fits perfectly when he walks out there for that ceremony. 50,000 yards in the NFL. Wow, longevity, talent, a little bit of luck along the way, and a whole lot of people helping him get it done.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Rams, nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get free before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 33-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down at Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run on first down with Akers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On second and goal, Stafford. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, third and goal. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on third and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do. That's a big swing of momentum right there.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Stafford here. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 9, brings up second and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion left, the tight end. Third and 2, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Stafford forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense. At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Left side to Lamb. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen.
Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 34 yards.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Giving big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Jones on first down to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stafford on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now in 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a week 1 victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Well, CD always a little